what you used to do in your past life before crypto.
2015 when I moved back to India, and I was working with one of my uncles. He does commodity trade.
You just mentioned you have found 500 founders.
We have a NFT collection, which is our membership, top tier membership, and we had 509 unique holders at the moment.
You spoke about also creating multiple other houses. So how is that going? Which are the countries?
Sustainably running a business has multiple aspects to it, right?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Voice of Crypto. This is a podcast where we talk about crypto, NFT, metaverse, and everything in between. And today I have a very special guest with me, Ashwin Aka Samurai. So, welcome on the podcast, Samurai.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Abhishek. Glad to be here.
So, this is an interesting story, and finally, I've been able to get Samurai after I think almost 5 months of chasing him. And sometimes he was traveling, sometimes I was traveling. Everybody was busy, but so tell us something about you, Samurai. What you do, and what has been your journey in crypto, and what you used to do in your past life before crypto.
So, yeah, my name is Ashwin, and most people know me as Samurai is the alter ego I kind of picked up when I went full on Twitter, actually diving deeper into Web3. Um, I actually got into crypto, like got to know about Bitcoin back when I was in Canada, in college. I used to I was an immigrant, so I went there, and as soon as I got there, there was this like 2 BHK that I think 6 people already lived in, and this was like my safe way. Like I had my college was in a different city, and I got to Etobicoke, Toronto, back in that day. And these kids, these were all engineering kids, right? So one of those kids is a CS kid, was talking about this new technology that is just going to revolutionize everything, and we were all pretty crazy, right? Like after calculator, and then like I'm a 90s 91 born, so 90s like I've seen my dad from like going through like these phones and hand me down phones from like phone with a cord to a cordless phone to like
Mm.
bringing those calculators with us everywhere around, and then comes like internet and all of that. So we're in that era, so super nerdy bunch of kids, and this guy was telling us all about it, and he's super bullish. I think it was 150 or something dollars already,
Mm.
and he was like, this is soaring up, you guys should check it out. um, Definitely skip that boat. Should have definitely should have looked more into it. But yeah, here and there along the way, I kept hearing about this technology that is coming in, and wasn't very deep into it up until 2015 when I moved back to India, and I was working with one of my uncles. He does commodity trades, and we used to trade in like minerals. So I'm from Gujarat. That's my hometown, and there is an abundance of quartz around that area. In the western part of India, there is a lot of these good ceramic and a lot of good minerals that gets exported to Dubai and Saudi in that sense. And my uncle used to have like a commodity trade thing in Dubai. So I used to, again, this was the second time in my life I'm hearing more about this new technology that we should barter in. There's a lot of these Chinese vendors that were in between for the freight management and all that, and they always needed like a different sort of a payment method, and they were at least at least putting their efforts in, like if we can save money
Mm.
and all of these things. And that's when I kind of realized what this technology is being used for at the moment. And it fascinated me because a lot of traders were very keen on saving the exchange rate, right? And if you're like a commodity trader, lot of your money goes within like the forex exchange itself. And there was this arbitrage that was eminent at that point of time. and it interested me. So I still didn't invest anything, but I got to know more about it, learned, like read the white paper basically, got my mind blown. I was like, oh, I thought this digital dimension is like the next dimension that is coming in, and now there's like a way to value transact within this new dimension that we are all experiencing, right? So yeah, definitely very fascinated. Didn't put a dime in it though. I still was very wary of the speculative aspect of it. 2017 was when the FOMO really hit, and when
Mm.
everything was going all the way. Like I think BTC was 17K, some ATH at that point of time, and super FOMO. I knew about what's going on. I knew how to like get into it. Back in the day in India, you would like Ajit sir had like Zeppe at
Mm.
one point of time, but
Yeah.
before that it was pretty difficult. It was very shady. Like
P2P.
Yeah.
yeah, people used to talk about it like hush hush, like oh, do you want so stuff like that, right? So that time, and then like definitely like Ajit Kurana and a lot of like very good people. Like there was the modes of transactions at some
Mm.
point, bit BNS, and you would do for certain transactions, you would be able to get crypto at that point. So I bought ATH like basically 2017. Ethereum, a bunch of Ethereum and a bunch of BTC, and basically got sucked into the rabbit hole right then and there. And not to lie, but the monetary aspect is what actually pulled me in. And
Mm.
once I had skin in the game, I knew the technology is, like, I was bullish on the technology, right? But as soon as I had skin in the game, I kind of understood how the ecosystem works. Um, like I would say circumstances, because like everything was almost next to nothing to
Mm.
what I my portfolio was like almost like I would say negative.
Correct.
It couldn't happen, but it felt like it is already negative,
Right.
negative portfolio. So I was like, what else do I do with these
Mm.
tokens, this magic internet money? What is it good for? Right. So it was good for like participation, and it was good access to people that were building on the edge. Right. So that's what I realized, because I was like, okay, what do I do with this? Is there anything else that I can do? I can't sell, because that would just solidify my loss right there.
Correct.
But
Mm.
I was like, what else do I do? Right. So I found a lot of very, very good individuals that were building on the niche that is crypto,
Mm.
and that's what made me double down. I
Mm.
still wasn't working for crypto at the time. I was like trading commodity, real estate, and yeah, just doing odd jobs here and there. Just returned from US. So there's a thing in India, it's like foreign return. You say I'm from Gujarat. I get more value just because I've been to like
Your passport has a stamp.
my passport as a stamp, right? So I used to reap all the benefits wherever I could
Mm.
get. And so I used to get by basically, and I used to
Mm.
do all these things in the site. And then COVID hit, right? So by the time COVID hit, I was already in a lot of these communities, and I was very, to be honest, I was fascinated by the people that were in it. Like
Mm.
more about the people, because there was some very smart individuals
Mm.
building on it, right? And that's what made me more bullish. I wanted to learn with them. I was more curious about how they're operating. Maybe this is like a new this is like a new way that maybe I can build something of my own as well, right? So that's why I was in it. And when COVID hit, it was very eminent that we're going very quickly into this digital dimension, and soon things will change. Like very, very quickly, it will change. I didn't know it will change this quickly, this much, but
Mm.
we knew there's definitely going to be a lot of hedges, a lot of other options that people are exploring, and being stuck at home, it was eminent that there is a new world. There is a metaverse already there, and we're all like kind of in it, like Facebook and Instagram. We're all kind of connected. People going to school online and all of that, right? So I was validation that it can exist without the physical world being completely active.
Correct.
So that was there, and that's when I got to know like all my other friends that were doing crypto because I got more deeper into it. There's nothing more that you can do. So crypto is much more fun. Like when you go to the online
Yeah.
game, in the online game, it's like a live vibe check of the market 24/7, right? So that's
Mm.
it's amplified. You get like real time feedback and the market kind of lets you know right away, right? So that's what crypto does to you. And so I got deeper into it, and I realized there is more like founders in India that are really passionate about crypto, and they're planning to build something on there. And this is when I got to meet DV as well, and like someone from one subgroup to another subgroup. I was like, "Oh, you remember DV? This guy?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I met him or whatnot." And this guy is also building on crypto, and I'm like, "What? Seriously?" I was in one of his properties at the time, and I jumped into the Discord server, and there was hardly 50, 60 people there, and they were all working for Zostel at the time. So and like then some like 20 odd people that were crazy enough to like be in a Discord server talking about like just random stuff, right? And at that point, DV was building Clubhouse almost, right? So
Mm.
he's already built Clubhouse, and which is our audio room. The product is still active actually, and this is like like it's a 2D metaverse where people can have their own rooms, people can have their own vibes, and yeah, you would have a meeting room, I would have a meeting room. There would be common rooms. It's like an extension to the Zostel ecosystem that was physically there. There was a
Correct.
2D metaverse version of that. So, funnily, there's a lot of people that was active, right? Hundreds of people that are like in a book reading club within that web
Mm.
app, right? So it's pretty exciting to see that people adopt, right? When things change, they actually accelerate and evolve quickly. And yeah, every single one of the team members at the time, there was Joe World was forming at the moment. So every person that I was meeting every day kind of made me more realize that there is something on there, and I was also in a transitioning mode. So during COVID, I experimented with restaurant franchise and like electric vehicle manufacturing business, both of them doing pretty good at this era. But and then I was like, I was in a transition phase, which I was exiting our electric venture, and I was wanting to do something more on the software realm and more
Mm.
digitally sound, right? So, and I was looking into, I was already a part of this, so I was just building context in that sense that I want to do something in Web3, but I just don't know yet, right? I'm not a developer. I don't know how to code Solidity and all of those jazz, right? Like, what would I even do in
Mm.
crypto? Just trade, right? What else? And I find this crazy bunch of individuals that are thinking about some like this next level vision that nobody can even fathom at the moment. That's why they're silently building in the background, and everybody that I'm talking to is in it for life. It's not like
Mm.
it's not even a if or then. It's basically like a when for
Mm.
everybody, right? That just got me sold. So I was like, this is the community that I want to build with. And yeah, long story short, we made a community out of it now, and we have about 509 founders. Uh,
Mm.
with the Zostel properties, 120 Zostel properties, and three ZoHouses at the moment. One in San Francisco, two in Bangalore, and we have now started initiating agile pop-up cities every crypto conference that comes up. We
Mm.
had one in Denver. The next one is in Token, and so forth. We want to be present more. We want to give the experience more and give a holistic environment. We also have been able to bring our crypto knowledge to our real estate business and our real estate knowledge to the crypto world itself.
Mm.
So we've built these clubhouses that we can manage sustainably, and we have also incorporated an entire on-chain onboarding process, completely abstracted. The friction is completely abstracted. All of all of the users that are downloading our app basically go through like a fun onboarding experience, get their KYC done, get a wallet and some tokens, which is all on chain, without them even doing any crypt like anything that we used to do, right? So basically,
Hmm.
they do have to put their name and nickname and like their culture and where they're from and some of the cool cultural things that we would love to know. And yeah, so that's where we are at. So we have about 250,000 citizens. We have 500 founders and about 3 million odd users in total that we are going to onboard slowly onto the on-chain dimension itself. And that's where we are at, kind of. But yeah, this is it.
So amazing, amazing story. I think, and I have a very fond memory of ZoHouse SF. I think that's the day when Bitcoin had hit 100K. I was there, and I still remember there was a huge screen where everybody was cheering like there was a match going on. So amazing culture which you guys have built at ZoHouse, and a lot of people, and I really like the whole idea of that. Even if you are not a techie, because a lot of time I'm not a techie guy. A lot of time when you go to these tech conference, you feel that you are out of the place. Probably everybody's talking too much about technology. But I think the kind of culture which I saw in ZoHouse SF was everybody's welcome. I think that's one of the biggest thing which I really loved it. So tell us more about, and you just mentioned you have 500 founders. So that's, I
Yeah.
think that's the first company I've heard about. There are 500 founders. So just tell us more about what is the business model, how does it works, and how do you have 500 founders?
So we've truly adopted like the top-down approach. So we have a NFT collection, which is our membership, top tier membership, with 1,111 NFTs, and we had 509 unique holders at the moment. These are the 500 founders that I'm
Okay.
talking about. They're all founders of ZoWorld. We believe that to make our own world, we would need founders which are thought leaders and visionaries who will shape the cultures and journeys and adventures that the world would need to have. And we also need users, which is the citizens of the world. That is our second tier NFT. So we have founders because we wanted the doers of the world, right? Because the doers are going to thrive. We need this core community or this core group of individual to drive our entire ecosystem. And the approach we took was handpick, and so it is on OpenSea, and it's an Ethereum collection. Anybody can go buy off the marketplace. But it has like a monetary barrier, so not anybody can buy it because there is immense value behind it, and it trades around short of 1 ETH or somewhere from 7.7 to 1 ETH at the moment. So A, there is that check. B, mostly the people that resonate with what we are doing is the type of individual that is getting connected, and every one of them is a doer because our entire culture is about getting shit done. Like there's no tomorrow, this is today, and everybody helping each other to get to their goal. And our motto itself is follow your heart, right? So we want to enable the entire ecosystem to like follow their heart, create economies for their passions itself. And this is our effort towards it. And yeah, these are some of the founders you know as well.
Hmm. Correct, correct. Yeah, absolutely. So this, I mean, you spoke about also creating multiple other zoo houses. So how is that going? Which are the countries, which are the cities where you are seeing this whole? I think you said about Token 2049 Dubai as well. And so, what are those countries? What are those specific geographies where you have been seeing that is good community which is being built up, and which you see could be a good place for potentially creating new zoo houses?
So to be very honest, we've kind of experienced in the last 2 years, we've kind of experienced that sustainably running a business has multiple aspects to it, right? For us, the easy bargain is to get our top of the funnel, which is the accommodation and the travel and lifestyle business that we have. And for that to exist, we need to acquire more land parcels that we can convert into high yield earning assets, right? So basically, that's our main goal. And ZoHouse as a product will be there everywhere that there is a Web3 community that is being formed, and we've already started digital communities. That's our testing ground. Basically, we start with pop-ups, consistently doing pop-ups and like creating this digital base to then match with our supply, which we have created through our demand, and deploy the supply into that community. So
Mm.
bridging both those worlds is what our focus is. Some of the NYC is opening this summer. By the way, there is a hotel that we are opening. Our first hotel product is opening in NYC. It's in Brooklyn, and once we have a Zoo hotel there, like I think we will have like a Manhattan Zoo house or something very soon. And apart from that, Dubai is definitely brewing up. There's a huge community that is become a part of our ecosystem. Bali is very close to be executed. There's a lot of Indian cities that have now created their own zoo community, and they've connected to our network. They're doing these events and all of these things to onboard more people into the ecosystem. Um, and I think London as well now that we have you.
Sure, sure. I think
So
this kind of
ideally,
culture should be created everywhere.
just to close, just as a closing thought, I we want to get to like we want to get to a level where like each of our founder members' houses and their properties and everything is a Zoho house itself, right? We want to make
Mm,
it a such a lightweight model that anybody that is a founder member that is vibe checked in our ecosystem can
mm,
host ZoHouse,
mm,
and ZoHouse can also be your house, right?
mm. So is
So
an
we want
heart.
to
It's
franchise
not.
it
It's
on.
not a place. Right.
Exactly. It is the people. It's mostly the
Right.
people only. Like
Correct.
infrastructure, you can make it beautiful. That's
Mm,
one thing. But it's the
mm.
people that hang out there that make you welcome, right?
Absolutely. So, I mean, Samir, a lot of people who come to this podcast, who come to our channel, they are new to crypto, and I think the biggest barrier which comes a lot of time is people say, I don't know about crypto. I'm not a tech guy. I don't enjoy technology. So, what would be your probably three top advice to somebody who is just starting in crypto? How to get into this whole ladder of entrepreneurship, how to do better in crypto? What are your top three advice to somebody who's just getting into it?
First of all, get an AI subscription that
Okay.
so that it helps you through along your journey. Now we have super intelligence. Everything is abstracted. So everybody is a techie at the end of the day. It just needs a little bit of heart. I started coding and I started. So there's this new term called vibe coding that everybody is doing is using AI to like just make MVPs, rapid prototyping for coding, right?
Mm,
Basically, apps, rapid prototyping for apps. And now that the new model for 4.5, like ChatGPT new image processing model is just
mm,
insane. That
yeah.
you can just create like you can now vibe design basically, right?
Mm,
So I've been trying out some of the apps and some of the development that some of our founders are making. And my first advice would be to decide what you actually want to do. And then there is no techie part in it. Anybody can be in crypto. It's an industry that you want to be in. It's heavily financial. So if you have interest in finance, it will be easier. But just like any business, a business has to be sustainable. So a sustainable business has multiple branches or multiple verticals within it, right? So tech or development may be one part of the puzzle, but marketing, business development, sales, all of these are also very required for any crypto business or any Web3 business or any business per se
correct.
to work in this work at least, right? So I would say there's no barriers other than just your brain these days. So first get an AI subscription, ask them of what should be the first thing, and try to earn your first crypto. We have a lot of bounties. Come to a ZoHouse, live with us for like a week, and you will realize there's much more to crypto than just the technology and and the development aspect of it. It is heavily led by technology. It's a technology acceleration layer itself, right? So you have to be tech savvy, or you at least have to be techno optimist, right? That being the first layer. Other than that, just come to one of the Zoho houses or any other hostels. Download the hostel app and go through the onboarding process, and everything that you do on the app, it you're doing it on crypto, so it's no different from anything, right? It's not a different, it's just a different industry, right? There is media as an industry, so crypto is, or web3 is also like an industry. So if you're passionate about building something in like a niche new technology, then definitely jump right in. There's enough resources. Go to your closest ZoHouse, DM me on Twitter. It's Samurai Zan. Uh, join one of our Telegram groups, one of our builder groups. There is creator bounties that we have. There's designer bounties that we have. There's content writing bounties that we have. We have people that are good with events, people that are good at anything basically. Just jump right in. People need, like, basically the tech aspect has been a lot abstracted these days. Everybody in the industry is more towards adoption and marketing the right way. So I think we need more Web2 folks in the Web3 ecosystem. Enough Web3 folks.
Well, absolutely, I completely agree with you. We need more Web two people, because as a Web two, and especially I'm talking about marketing, media, because the kind of learnings which we have from Web two, if you bring that to Web three, I think that's what is needed. We have enough coders, we have very smart people, but what is needed is people who can actually create more awareness about Web three products. Having said that, Samurai, so what are your, where do you see ZoHouse? Where do you see yourself in next 5 years? What are your futuristic plans? What is going to happen in next 5 years?
So, how I see next 5 years, I don't even know how to think these days, but how I see next 5 years is we're all founder members traveling from one Zoo house to another. We have had 100+ communities digitally and at least 50 Zoo houses at the top cities across the globe. And we have a sovereign citizenship that enables an individual to travel and follow their heart and have a digital economy of their own.
Are you also going to create a country of your own?
Let's see. We do want to, but like it's just like the country, state, and all of these things are a little just like name tags, right? That's why we even the world is a little cliche in that sense. But I think so. Here's a little snippet, right? So uh, what we all believe, the EAC people, like basically what we believe is like um, you will all have to unite in a lot of
Hmm.
things. Like emotion, I think love is an emotion that everybody can unite against,
Hmm.
right? I think economy or transaction or transact itself can be crypto, can be blockchain. Seems like the best bet right now. Intelligence, there's AI, and there's so much more that's happening. Energy, a lot of people are fighting. So we'll have to unite in a lot of these major key, like even governance at some point of time, we will have to unite to become like a type 1 civilization or like a type 1.1 civilization or something. It's one thing to go mine gold from like asteroids, but having like a transcendence for humanity would require a lot of unification within our civilization. So, and I think our mission is to like create a unified culture, a culture of all cultures, right?
Hmm.
We call it the network state of culture, where whatever you do, whatever you want to do, you can basically follow your heart and just do it, and like it'll manifest itself. The right steps, if you keep doing, there will be some sort of a manifestation, at least some learning that will take you forward. So that's just my piece right there. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Samurai, for coming on this podcast and sharing your interesting journey and what ZoHouse is building. And people can definitely reach out to Samurai. I'll put the Twitter handle. I'll put all the links which he has shared. Guru, check out ZoHouse if you are physically, if you can. I think that's one of the best experiences which I had, and a lot of
Anyone
lot
that's
of
coming to Token 2049, I'll be in Dubai. So whoever's coming to Token, I'll definitely love to chat with them as well.
Yeah, yeah, we will also be there. So yeah, definitely we'll see you physically and meet more interesting people at Zo. Thank you very much again for coming on the show. And those who are watching this, keep watching. I'll be back with a new set of guests next week. And till that time, keep listening and following us on Voice of Crypto.